Alright guys, today we're going to talk about a little bit of Taichung done S30V and 204P. Some S30V here on this positron. This is the second positron that I have tested. And 204P on a bento box shop domino. This is also the second 204P domino that I've tested. And thank you to Chris. I will put a link to his Instagram down below in the description. He is pghedc on Instagram. He originally sent these to Kenny to check out, and then they got sent to me for testing. Happy to finally be getting the video out so that I can get these off to Kurt and then get them back to Chris. So thank you for letting me have them to test. And before we talk about these any, Mike over at Iheartknives is having his 500 subscriber giveaway, and go over and check it out. He's giving away a cool little fixed blade that he made, and I believe he's got a second place prize for a strap. So go over, check his channel out. If you're not subscribed to his channel, go ahead and subscribe. He has some great content doing all different kinds of things with knives and straight razors. So let's go ahead and put up the really sped up cutting. If you don't want to watch it, forward about 2.5 to 3 minutes, and that's where you'll pick up to talking about how they did. All right, now that we saw the cutting, I'm going to go ahead and talk about both of these right here. So I am going to do it a little different so there is no confusion. I have had a few people ask me to clarify about working edge, so you'll see in a minute what is different. So I know Kenny had put a couple edges on this one, and I know that this one had been a user prior, so I knew it was already enough sharpenings in that we were good. Put another edge on this one and tested it. On the first test, I got 117 feet fine edge, another 53 feet on working edge, giving it a total of 170 feet. On the second test, sharpened it again, stropped it again, same as all the other tests. And fine edge, 118 and a half feet, another 49 and a half feet, for a total of 168 feet working edge. Not bad for S30V. If you remember the first positron I did, go back and look at that one. This did substantially better than the other one did. Not sure what's different about it. It is going to go to Kurt to get tested. Maybe that will give me an idea, because I do know the hardness on the original one that I tested. Which brings us to the 204p Domino. Like I said, I did test one of these before. You can go back and look at it, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So for the Domino, sharpened it the same way as always, 15 degrees per side, 1500 grit, 631 micron on the strop. First test, 123 feet fine edge. It cut another 66 feet after that for a total working edge of 189 feet. Yeah, I know you guys are thinking right away, same thing I am. Sharpened it again, stropped it again, ran the verification test. Fine edge, 121 feet. Cut another 71 feet on top of that for a total working edge of 192 feet. If you go back and look, the other 204p Domino I did, the numbers are almost identical to this one. I think it might be a couple feet fine and working edge difference, if that. Didn't get to test the hardness on the first one that Ken sent me to test, but we will be able to find out what it is on this, and if I had to take a guess, it's going to be somewhere in the 58.5 or so range. I'll be highly surprised if it's higher than that. I didn't just run these two together because they came from the same person. I actually ran them at totally different times. I decided to put them in the same video because they are so close together. I didn't work up the percentages, but just off the top of my head looking at it, we're talking about maybe an 8% difference between the 204p and the S30V. I am almost done with the video talking about M390, 20CV, and 204p and what I found to be an issue with it in all the testing I've done so far. Not going to talk too much about it in this one. That's how both of these did. This one did very well. And I do have some more S30V coming up, so we'll be able to compare that to this one. Haven't done a lot of S30V in the past, but I have plenty to do, and I have plenty I've already done. Just no one's seen it yet. No surprise here, did almost exactly like the other one did. That has been my experience with. I haven't had any production 204p yet that did great. I just haven't. There's nothing else to say about that. This, I believe, is the best 204p I've tested yet at 192 feet total. So this is going to be a short one. That's all I have for these. There'll be some other stuff coming up. I will reference back to these. That's all I have. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.